welcome to our final leg of the Primitivo Camino. We're here leaving the walled city of Lugo with 100 kilometres to go. So we had a rest day yesterday because it was pre-planned, but the weather report come through that they wanted no one out there walking because it was too dangerous. There was a hurricane or cyclone come across Spain. Hurricane Kirk. So we stayed indoors. We went for a walk around the town, bought ourselves a cheap poncho just to try to keep that a little bit drier. Oh, don't know if you can see this, but this is the mural of Julius Caesar. So we can get up a bit closer and see if we can see it. Maybe a bit dark. It's only just after 8 o'clock in the morning here and sun's not up yet. Well, we're about to cross the river, this bridge. Come across a bit of a Roman statue, a big Roman theme in this town of Lugo.
It's got his sandals on.
Artist, yes. He's cut his toenails though. Alright, so this is a fair sized river and it's flowing. As we say goodbye to Lugo on the hill. Okay, we just went into this little church here and got ourselves our first stand for the day as we're leaving the town of Lugo. That's looking back over the city of Lugo on the hill. He was commenting that you cannot see the walls from here. Yet there the walls are absolutely massive. Okay, so after some bad weather days and severe weather warnings, today's turned out to a bright and beautiful day. But unfortunately it's just road walking, well, on this gravel path anyway. But what we've noticed already, a lot of new people on the walk. Because we're into the last 100 kilometres, and to get your Compostella in Santiago, that's all you have to do, get the last 100 kilometres. So we're going to be coming across a lot of new people and the crowds will start getting bigger. Must be coming up to Halloween. They're the size of these pumpkins, they're massive. Alright, we've finally come off that ridiculous road walking, into a park. Started raining, so we get to try out our ponchos we bought yesterday from the Flying Tiger Copenhagen shop in Lugo. And of course, once we get it all on, we're now undercover and it's stopped raining. Typical, but they look good. Got to give us that much. This is absolutely spectacular, walking through these woods after the rain. And we've given ourselves a mission on the last 100 kilometres to knock all these bloody stones off the way markers. Oh. This looks good. The water's still flowing after the hurricane that came through yesterday and the day before. But we're still stuck on this bloody road walking. Alright, turning off, we must be close to the town. Because there's 1,000 signs for albergues.
Not the one that's on.
Taberna Constabilis. 150 metres. We haven't had a coffee today, so let's go up past this old church, see what we can find. Alright, so we've made it to the Taberna, or cafe. Have a lot of cyclists here. I hope they're riding along a lot further, not booking into our bloody burgays. But they're drinking beer. It's not a good sign. Yeah. We'll get a coffee and see what we can do. Looks like we found our albergue for the night. Looks like they got room, because these are the ones you can't book.
No, this is the one that they don't speak English.
Oh.
They never answered the email.
Okay, so this could be interesting. Looks nice though. Not sure about that roof. But, 20.5 kilometres. It's almost 2:15 in the afternoon. That's not a bad effort. Fingers crossed we can get in.
Good morning.
This was our stay last night. Albergue o Candido. Wasn't too bad.
Bit basic.
Yeah, there was only about 9 of us there. Yeah, very basic room and that, but it was good.
Yeah.
Self-serve breakfast. Bread, butter and jam.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, yeah. All right, so today's supposed to be very wet.
Oh, look at the sunrise.
Sunrise through the trees. Only seems to be light clouds at the moment, so we'll get on the road and get as far as we can before the weather turns on us. But we're into our last 80 kilometres.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 days to do it in. So only a short day today. We're only walking just under 15 to a town called Asexia. Let's hope it lives up to the name. And then a couple of longer days when we meet up onto the Primitivo Way, and that's when we're expecting the crowds to really hit. But, looking forward to it. Just going to take it nice and gentle today. A few hills and that today, unfortunately, but I think there's a lot of road walking again, which is not fun. But we'll see how we go. There we have the sunrise over the cornfield through the trees. That looks spectacular. Didn't take long before the rain set in, so we get to try out these ponchos properly now. It seems to be clear, yet it's raining. It's nice and cool, and we've got 77.948 kilometres to go to the Santiago de Compestella, the finish line. We've just come around the corner, a vending machine. Some lollies, Doritos, nuts, Kit Kats, drinks. There's a bar and there's a light on. So we might go in and get a hot chocolate, I think. What have they got on the board here? Pina coladas. Might be a bit early for that. Oh, going and get hot chocolate?
If we can. Are you leaving all this out here?
Slowly making our way out of that little town we just went through. Up a massive hill again, road walking. There are the views. Look over the valley. We are certainly in farming country now. Well, I can honestly say that the Galicia cows are nowhere near as pretty as the Asturias cows.
Mm.
They still got the big horns though. A lot of these properties have these little, well, I don't know what they are, structures. I don't know if someone's buried in there or that's where they store their grain. No, very weird. There's another one of them structures in the backyard. Need to find out what they are. Just coming to the town of Veraria. This looks like the pension, which is a fancy albergue. It looks very nice and new. Cantina. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Plenty of water after all the rain. It's a cute little old bridge. It looks like we're heading off into the mud. Oh, here's a close-up at one of these structures. I have no idea what they are. Okay, the path will just come up. There's now a backhoe in there, ripping the branches of the trees off. I know there's 3 guys behind us coming up that path. The path is only just wide enough for the 3 people, not the backhoe as well. Interesting. This is the view in front of us. Just a straight road going up a hill. Since we've come out of Asturias into Galicia, the views and the walking is sort of, yeah, not up to standard really. Hope it's not this way all the way into Santiago. Even the gender in cows are different in Spain. We've had rabbits, we've had pigs, actually your cows and donkeys, the horses, but now we've got a peacock. Beautiful blue neck. Just come up to lunchtime, found ourselves a picnic bench just beside this stream here. A little shrine over here. Just come across another church. And looks like they're getting smaller and smaller as we go. We can go in and see if they got a stand. Alright, we come to the split here. We're going to the Albergue di Peregrino 6, yes, 130 metres that way. The bar is that way. Let's go check in, get our room or our bed, our bunk, and then work it out from there. So this is our setup inside the dorms. Cater's on the top bunk.
As usual.
One down below.
As usual.
As usual. And the phone's hooked up to the charger. There's a few spare beds still. There's looks like a fairly new albergue. Nice beautiful kitchen, beautiful cooktop and everything, but there's no pots, no pans, no cutlery, no nothing. You can't use it. Luckily there was a bar down the road. We went down and had a Pilgrims meal earlier on, which was really nice. Ate too much, I think. Basically now, just waiting for our phones to charge a bit more. Because nothing you can do except go to bed, get up in the morning, do it all again. See you then. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's just gone 8 o'clock and we're heading off from our albergue last night. It was a good night. Nice brand new place with very few facilities, 3 toilets, a kitchen with no pots and pans, so you couldn't actually do any cooking or anything.
No.
So it's amazing. But we're heading off. Hopefully the weather stays good today. And into the dark. But we have been told there's a bar 2 kilometres down the road for breakfast.
A country house.
Country house. So let's do it. Alright, so there was a couple of young English girls in the albergue last night and they were so excited this morning of actually starting in the dark. It's the dark every morning, but they must sleep in every day. So they said it'll be good for their Instagram. But yeah, it's black. Okay, we've made it our mission to clean the top of the way markets. Apparently the locals don't appreciate people putting rocks and things on top of them. So every time we go past one, we knock them off. Yeah, they're not necessary. Alright, we've just come to our breakfast stop and the bloody place is closed. This is not fair because there's nothing now until Melide.
No, I think that, well, they said there was a bar at 9 kilometres.
9?
Yeah, and this has been like 1.5, so.
Not happy, Jan.
I agree.
Okay, we must be getting close to the top of the hill because there's the wind turbines. I thought the guidebook said it was all downhill to Melide.
They lied.
That's right. You got to go up to go down. Okay, we're finally being told what these structures are. There was a young Spanish girl in the hostel last night with the poshest Pommy accent you've ever heard. From the old days, it's where they used to store their grain. Now they're on the stilt type things, the big slabs, to stop the rats and vermin getting up into the house where all the grain and that is stored. They don't use them anymore. But what we have noticed in Galicia, they're very small. In Asturias, they were huge. And these are the views looking back. turbulence looks so far away now. Wind turbulence not so far away. Alright, we've finally come off the road walking back into the bush lanes, which is very pleasant. But the wind has got up a little bit and it's cold. So the further we get into Galicia, the colder it's getting. We might get to use our beanies and gloves that we've carried this whole way so far.
Yeah, maybe towards the end.
But we've gone from having to wear a lot of sunscreen and getting sunburn on the Norte to, yeah, not have to worry about any of that down here. Coming down the path, come across a bench seat. 59.733 to go. Across an old bridge. There's plenty of water coming down. Come through this beaut little village. Took our jackets off because out of the wind, and it's quite warm now in the sunshine. And there's supposed to be a cafe up here somewhere. We have a cafe con leche and a cola cow. Get us going again. We've made it to the cafe. So get something to drink. We've already had something to eat. So very nice. Okay, just about to leave the bar here with great murals. And we're on our way. Okay, our little game to pass the time. Kicking the furry seed things down the hill. Hello, puppy. What else to do? It's been all road walking since we left our cafe, and now we're on the main road heading into town, and it seems to have been very, very busy, but not far now, hopefully. Sun's shining, it's quite warm now. We'll get into our albergue early and then go out and do some shopping. We've reached the town of Melide. Got to find our albergue now, albergue Aragos, and it's like an interesting old town, old derelict buildings in front of us. It looks like it's ready to collapse. Okay, this is the town where we meet up with the Frances Camino, and it's a weekend, and there are people everywhere. Hundreds over there. Look at them all. Oh my God, this must be all the people on the Frances. All going the wrong way. Okay, 15 kilometres and we found it. Right in the middle of town. Albergue Aragos. And it's up steps. So we need after 15 kilometres, bloody steps. Good morning and welcome to our third last day.
Yeah.
It's Sunday morning here in the town of Melide, who I can tell you know how to party on a Saturday night. 3 o'clock this morning, they're still singing and dancing in the streets. Between the bloke that was snoring from 8 o'clock onwards all night to the people paying the street, there wasn't much sleep last night. But yeah, and now this is an early start for us. We just needed to get out of the place, and we're looking for a bar to have some breakfast. So we'll head this way and see where we end up. Not even 8 o'clock yet, and it's still pitch black. And we're working our way down a rocky path that is very steep. Yeah, this is not fun. Just glad it's not raining, because this would be shocking in the wet. Would have been bad a few days back when the hurricane came through. Must be cold. Alright, we've got to cross a stone bridge in the dark. It's not very wide and it's slippery. We made it. Just come down to the main street. The sun is almost up, about 8:30. Nice little fountain. And we're going to find ourselves a bar. We're doing a bit of a hill climb up this path alongside the road into the sunshine. Still going up. Well done. Okay, after passing 6 closed bars, I finally come across one that's open. The worst thing is, a lot of pilgrims here and there's one person. So if you want something made, you have to sit and wait in line. Very slow, but we don't care. We're going to get some breakfast. Alright, so the Primitivo path is now joined onto the Frances from our stay last night in Melide, and all of a sudden there are just people everywhere. It's gone from our very own little walk to everybody's walk. I don't think I like it.
I like solitude.
Yeah.
I don't like all these people.
And you can really tell the 100 group, all their brand new shoes on. You only have to do the climbing the hill out from the bar. And these are the views out over the valley.
Oh, the camera too, I think.
And the path up the hill. Alright, we've just come across another bar, and we're going to stop for a hot chocolate because the last one was cold, so it took so long to make the starters. So we'll go here and see if we can get a hot chocolate. Right, so we just left the cafe. Didn't get any hot chocolates, I don't have any.
No, don't make it.
Coffee and tea. We're sitting there and blow me down, but one of the guys that we met days before on the albergue, Paul from the Netherlands.
Well, he's done the whole Primitivo, same
Yeah,
as us.
he's done the Primitivo, same as us. He arrived with his wife, who he caught up with in Lugo a couple of days back.
Yeah.
So we thought we were the last of our bunch. And yeah, surprise, surprise, in walks Paul. So that was good. We had a good chat. But now, back on the path, we've got about another, how many go? Another 12 k's to go.
Another 11. We're about halfway for today.
Yeah, it's not even lunchtime yet. So we'll find a nice rock somewhere to sit down and have our wraps for lunch. Coming into a cute little town over a cute little bridge. Ribadiso. Look at all the blue windows, all the stone buildings. It's quite impressive, and there's something up here on the side of the road. Must be trying to sell things or something. And it's photo opportunity time. Here comes Paul and his wife now. over the bridge. So we must be coming into a bigger town because the shelves in the footpath. I think this might be the town of Azua. Azura with a big mural. Walking through the town of Azura, and we called in a couple of cans of soft drink, nice and cold. Found this beautiful park, so we're going to stop here and have some lunch. Some wraps, mortadella and cheese. Alrighty, so we got our mortadella cheese wrap and lemon Fanta. It's good. Show us the front of the can. Lemon Fanta.
Limon.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad a way to spend the afternoon's walk. It's very pleasant.
Oh, someone's left a chain. Someone might have lost that.
Okay, over there in the distance, on the hill, is the town of Azura where we stopped for lunch. So it looks absolutely beautiful from back here. A little bit of a shrine there, see some people. I've seen that bloke from the cross before, but I don't know who these other people are. But a beautiful little path into town. Nice wall on one side, and earthware on the other. Just walked into this little town. There's a sign to where we're going. Albergue e Ponte, 100 metres. What's the time going? It's just gone 18 minutes past 3. It's not a bad effort with 22, 23 kilometres for the day. It's been a very beautiful day today. Lots of bars, lots of people, until towards the end, then we sort of got back to the way we like it, alone. Anyway, let's get to this albergue. Okay, here is our town home for the night. Albergue e Ponte. Cute little house. Go in the front and see what's here. Go in and find out what's going on. They got a barn. Morning everyone from inside the albergue. It's about 20 to 8. Everyone's packing up, going downstairs. They put on a breakfast here for €4. Bit of toast and jam and coffee. Yeah, we had a good Pilgrims meal last night. And Gay's got a knee guards on the outside. We've noticed a lot of people do that. So yeah, it's our penultimate day. Second last day, we're doing about 20 odd Ks. And then tomorrow our walk into Santiago. It's only a short day, get in there early, which is good. Alright, head on downstairs, we'll get ourselves some breakfast. It's still pitch black outside, it's 20 to 8. Let's do it. This is what the dorms look like. 4 beds there. 4 beds there, more beds there. Upstairs, of course. tube rack. Most of them are gone, that was packed last night. More dorms, got toilets and that. We go out to the kitchen where I stopped filming. Okay, breakfast we got toast, butter and jam, cafe con leche, freshly squeezed orange juice. Alright, 8:25, we've had our breakfast, had a chat, just leaving our albergue. It's too bad, except for the bloke snoring and farting all night long.
Yeah.
The people that decided to leave at 5 o'clock this morning put their bags inside the lockers, tin lockers, and the noise they made was unbelievable. Alright, so our second last day. Excited. 21 kilometres today. We've had breakfast so we can just cruise and just call into the bars when we need to for a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
A little bit overcast today. Hopefully the rain stays away. And a car's coming, so let's get off the road. Don't know if you can see this, but a huge cow and its calf inside the doorway there. So we've just been going through the different people that we've met on the way so far. So last week, I suppose, almost, we met a bloke that looks like Saddam Hussein. We had the Dutch girl Lau, who looked like Ellie off Ellie Hikes. We had Bernadette off the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Her little German girl.
She really was like her.
Everything about her was like Bernadette. Yesterday we come across the Camino ninjas. They were actually dressed like ninjas and everything, and they kept disappearing like ninjas. And there's this other tiny Asian that we've come across the last couple of days too.
He's very polite.
Very polite. We think it's a him, we're not sure, but very polite, and we think he's the last airbender. It's amazing who you
Stanley
meet.
Tucci.
And Stanley Tucci at dinner last night, yes. We got them all. And we're the only Australians. Still.
Yeah.
Ever since the first couple of days on the Frances. Wow. Yesterday morning, we left in the dark. Early. Past 6 bars that were closed before we finally got one that was open. This morning, we've had breakfast. We've left in the daylight. Every bar we've passed is open. And when if we get a stamp?
What's the point of just, why don't you have to buy something?
I don't know. Did you get a stamp?
Yes.
All right.
Did you have to buy something?
No, no need.
Oh.
Okay. Let's get our stamp.
Oh.
First stamp for the day. Well, it didn't take long before we're back onto the road walking. Still in the farm area. Old buildings. You know, road walking makes the kilometres quick over quick. We just had these two come off on the bikes and scared this rabbit that actually walked between us as if we weren't even there. Cute little thing. We're not scared of people. There we go. Eats weeds. So we just stopped off at the Cantina Marella, and it's also a cafe con leche and a colacao. And when we're sitting there, it must be like a tour group, a bus trip or something. Must be at least 100 of these people come past, all with the same t-shirts on, and we're finding that this part is very commercialised and not to our liking.
I'm not a fan.
Well, no.
No. I like our solitude walks where you walk with real hikers.
Yeah,
But you know, it's everyone's Camino, I suppose. So
yeah, but you
whatever.
you can tell a real hiker just by the smell. Well, we haven't washed for what, 4 days?
Our clothes, we've
Yeah.
had a shower.
Oh yeah, we've had a shower, but washing our clothes.
I've
And,
lost track now.
yeah, that, It's what a pilgrim has to do. Another thing that we're finding not as fun now that we're on the Frances is the road walking and crossing major highways. I think it was 5 days ago we were in Lugo. 1.5 days time we'll be in Santiago. No, send off. See how much further we've got to go. 24.167 means we've got 14.167 for today and 10 k's from Lavacola in Santiago tomorrow. Well, this part of the route just does not stop baffling us. 250 metres back there we come to a split in the road where you go left to stay on the main path which went under the highway, or you had the complementary route which went straight ahead. 200 metres later we had to cross back over the highway to meet up with the complementary route. What the hell? It's all this bloody paving walk and it's terrible. Getting to dislike the Frances part of the walk more and more every day now. Coming down a cute little path, looks like into another town. I'm just saying that this part is getting less enjoyable, not because of the walking, but because of the amount of people, a massive increase in pilgrims, or would-be pilgrims, and push bikes. There's so many bikes now. So they must, I think they've got to ride the last 200 kilometres to get there, Compostella. Oh, here we go, there's volunteer people again down here, make you pay for a stamp. Yep. We'll do the Aussie thing and just ignore them. We've just come across a very rare occurrence in the last few days. Number one, we're not near the road, we're in the woodlands. And number two, we're alone. Not hundreds of would-be pilgrims here. This is more like it. Beautiful wall painting here, Camino de Santiago. Spoiled by having cars parked in front of it.
Buen
Camino. Okay, I just come across a little pension with a stamp and looks like it's got vending machines. So we might just stop here, have a rest for a while I think, make our sandwich. Well, we had our lunch break in the little town of Aminal, and we're on the last stretch now for our stop for the night in
Villacola.
Who?
Villacola?
Villacola. It's only about another 5-6 k's away. Look at this for a beautiful track. So much it's worn down by millions of people walking through it over the years. We started way up top there. Well, maybe not. Anyway, this part is very much like walking at home in Australia. All eucalypt trees, nice paths, nobody else. This is beautiful. That's what it should have been like. So that's the airport runway just over there to our left. Which means we must be getting close to Santiago now. We'll be on that runway in what, 2.5 days time? Flying back to the UK. 3.5. In the meantime, still walking. I think we've come to that point now where the the walking and the way really loses its appeal. There's a major highway over there to the right, and you've got the end of the runway to the left. Come down from the runway, an old church, the last 12 k's guest house. So 12 kilometres to Santiago, which means we've got 2 kilometres to our stay at Lavacola. Alright, Google Maps has sent us on a wild goose chase. Gone all up these back streets trying to find our accommodation for the night, and it's nowhere near it. But I guess not many pilgrims have walked up this road before. And what's another couple of k's onto a already long day. Just gone just after 20 past 3 in the afternoon, and this is our stop. Bar Concha. The pilgrim out the front here. Very good. Right, let's go get in. Good morning to our final on our Camino. So we've got a bit of lemon cake, croissants, chocolate cow, and a cafe coconut cake. People making a move already. There was people left at 5 o'clock this morning. They made that much noise, woke everyone up. It's still dark outside, and the weather report today says rain. Showers. We'll wait and see. Hopefully like the British weather reports and get it right. But our last day. We're here in Lavacola. Lavacola, and we're heading into Santiago de Compestella. So yeah, exciting.
It is exciting, yeah, wow.
Only 10 kilometres, so they say. We'll see how we go. Alright, we'll see you out there.
Oh, the church is open.
We're just about to leave, and it's starting to rain. So the church is open, so we're going to head up in there, and unfortunately have to put all our wet weather gear on. A bit of a bummer.
I might just put my poncho on. There's only a shower.
Yeah, might just start with our ponchos. If it gets heavy, then put all the rest of the gear on. Our last day, 15th of October 2024. And the last day of the Camino, our 3-way Camino, and the finish of the Camino Primitivo. It's exciting times. Let's have a look up in here. We get our first stand for the day. This is it. This is the famous.
No, it took it. Fine.
This is the famous 100 or 10 kilometre mark.
Yeah. Another one?
The last 10 k's. Big photo opportunity. Well, the rain has set in on our final day. Bit of a shame, really, but we've still got the tradition going.
Someone scribbled over the top of it so you can't see what the kilometres are.
So ahead of us is the procession of pilgrims with all the different coloured rain jackets, ponchos, umbrellas. There's that machine that strips the trees. Hudson. You think I've just come off the road to the bloody souvenir place. Everyone cashing in on the last few kilometres of the Camino Santiago de Compestella. We'll go here and see. Just on 5k's out, and we found ourselves a bar for a cup of tea. No race today, but according to the people on the Frances, it's still a race. Just going to take our time and enjoy it. Alright, that looks like our first view of Santiago in the distance. 5k's away. Okay, so Kay's just taken a photo of the statues pointing to the cathedral, which is way over there on top of the hill, which is not even on the way. It's very strange. It's a long way off the path. You had to get through this concentration camp to get there, so I think we might just give it a miss. Get to the end point, I think. What do you reckon?
No, I don't really care about two more statues,
No,
to be honest.
we got a photo, so that's the main thing.
Unless you want to stand.
What the hell is that place there? An old ruin or something. That's an old grave thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Giant pig or something. Very weird. Yeah, this comes to the bad part of all walks heading into cities, even the finish line. But we're just saying that basically since we've joined on to the Frances, the walks become rather disappointing. It's become very commercialised, busloads of people, a lot more bikes, and you're not, you just, it's different, disappointing, and basically it's a sad way to end the journey. As we come up to the famous Santiago de Compestella sign. 1.9 those buildings at the road crossing, and there's lights in the footpath that are red, so you can't cross yet. Okay. Green, and go. Right, we can see the spire of the cathedral straight in front of us. So Cello means stamp. Must be getting close. Seems to be a lot of people gathering. But which way do we go? Bit of guesswork here, but we found another shelf. We're heading the right way. Very close now. All the tour groups are here.
Hi, congratulations. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you.
These are for you. Oh, thank you.
How are you? Great.
Good to meet you.
You too.
Oh, Oh, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. You too.
Wow, we made it.
Shall we go to the front? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
But you can do this on a train. So this is it. That's the cathedral. This is the finish line. 116 kilometres from Lugo.
Wow.
It's really check right
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at all these people.